future past Sean here. I swear that'll make sense in a minute. And I am in the master bedroom today working on our dormer slash accent wall. We've been very busy getting the rest of the walls painted. We decided we were going to paint that wall green instead of the accent color just because we kind of already painted this wall and we were too far ahead. That's really neither here nor there. We've been busy putting in some trim around everything. I've got this door trimmed, and then I've also got that door back there trimmed. But the focus today is painting this accent wall and dormer, and we had chosen a color, but already I don't think it's going to go as expected. So let's jump into some footage and I'll show you why. What I'm most concerned with here and what I think is not going to go as expected is the actual paint color. What we chose to use was Bear's Bamboo Shoot. I don't know if you can really pick that up on camera too well. It's kind of grainy. It's got a lot of like tan coloration in it, and we wanted to have something that was still somewhat green, but wasn't really green, if that really makes sense. So what we were looking for was up against the wall here, a green, and then this bamboo shoot being kind of like tan. But what you can see on the product card here is that I've actually put the paint down, and it's almost very like khaki tan, like a desert tan, if you will. I think the bamboo shoot is more of the desert tan that we're kind of going for, even though it's supposed to be bamboo. But anyway, that's off track. This color is very weird. So when we got it first and got it mixed, and they did the little pink dot on the top of the can, it came out almost yellowy looking, like very yellow, not very tan. So I'm very concerned that the paint color won't be what we were looking for. I don't think it'll necessarily be bad because it kind of mixes in with the paint color that was already there, which ultimately we kind of actually liked but didn't think that we'd be able to match. So maybe it'll be something that's close enough match. But the other thing I'm running into is when you actually have the paint on, I don't know if you're gonna really be able to pick this up on the camera too much, but this is something that I've already painted and it's pretty dry. It's a lot darker than this color. I don't know if I can really get a good color reference, but you can see here, even though there's a shadow, but pay attention to like this color here. It is darker and it is dry in comparison to how it goes on wet. Maybe I just haven't let it dry long enough to really see what the color is gonna be like. I'm very concerned that this color isn't gonna be what we were looking for, but I'm not gonna really know what it's gonna actually look like until I get it on the wall. Let's see if we like it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is the color scheme that we were going for. Well, I went ahead and I finished the first coat of paint that is on the inside of the dormer here, and mixed results. So I really don't think that the color that was mixed by where it was mixed was wrong. I ended up painting it on the card, and realistically, this is where I rolled on the paint. You can kind of see the sheen. It's not that much different. I think that's going to be down to the material that they used on the card initially when they had it printed or painted. That's really neither here nor there. Realistically, what we're looking at is what's on the wall. Now, it did definitely turn out a lot more tan than I thought it was. And I know you can't really see it right now, but there's a reason for that. The lighting in here in this room is very low. There's not overhead lighting, it's just lights in the corners and in other spots. But there's actually a lot of natural light that comes through that the camera doesn't pick up on. So it's actually bright enough in here with the lights on. However, you know, to really show you guys the paints, I am going to turn on my industrial lights, but that is going to change the color that you see. So just hold on with me for 1 second. Okay, so as you can see on the camera, or maybe you might be able to see, it's got a lot of pink tone in it. That's what the camera's picking up. And I've tried many different like color settings on the camera. It always comes up pink. It's not pink, it's pretty tan. So what I ended up doing after getting all of the paint on here was just the simple test. Hold the card up against the wall. Now, what I'm looking at is, when I look at the card itself and then kind of look at the wall, it looks like two different colors, but what I'm really focusing on is this edge of the card up against the wall. And it just about blends in. So it's realistically the right color, but I think what we were really concerned with, or I was really concerned with, is we wanted to have this have a little bit of green tone in it, so it wasn't such a stark contrast against the wall. But honestly, with the lights out and looking at it, my wife and I both looked at it last night, it's acceptable. It's the color that we were looking for. What we were really coming up against is when you put it up against a green wall, it gives off a little more green tone, or almost a little gray, as opposed to when it's just on the wall and it looks a little tan. So ultimately, the color's fine. We didn't mess anything up. We got the color that we were after. And if we don't like the tannish look with the green that we have going on, we can always repaint it. It's not a big deal. I mean, I would hate to have to do it, but it's really not a big deal. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do the finishing touches on that. Finish up this wall, give it its second coat, look for all the little touch-up areas that I missed, or areas that just didn't come out finished, if you will, but I'm not gonna record that. You guys already know what I'm doing. I'm painting a wall. It's not that big a deal. So I hope that everyone enjoyed this video, and I thank you for making it this far. Make sure to like and comment on the video. We do like to see some interaction from everybody. Get your opinion, get your ideas. What would you have done? Would you have done a different color? What do you think of the color? Is it good? Do you like it? I hope so. We like it, and that's what matters, but I hope you guys like it too. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, New Yankee Does It, and keep an eye out for all of our playlists. We have 3 different ones: New Yankee Projects, New Yankee Homework, and New Yankee Auto Systems that we will eventually get back to. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get back onto the second coat of paint here and try and get all the finishing touches up so we can try and get this room under wraps. And for now, I'll see you on the next one.